Oh my God, 28.
We did. Hi.
It's another episode.
Yes. Hello.
Welcome to Soul Palate, y'all.
I'm Kapri.
I'm Dee. And Soul Palate is a podcast where we normalize the black and brown palate. We taste through spirits. We speak on what we're experiencing as we smell, as we taste, whether that's from memories or anything, honestly. Literally anything.
Literally.
So, welcome.
Yes.
Thank you to everyone who's continuing to listen. Thank you to anyone who is brand new and just getting into us.
Yes.
We appreciate all of you.
Hello.
I'm really excited for what we're tasting today, actually.
Yes, y'all. So, y'all know if you've been watching and listening, we've been talking about the Eaves Blind.
We definitely have been. On multiple episodes.
Multiple episodes. So, we finally have pulled them out. This collection is from, I believe, the third box that I got from her, and it's the blue box is what she's calling it. And I haven't opened these up yet, so this is going to be my first time, and I'm super excited.
Yes.
So just to talk about all together, what each box comes with is that Mary and Eaves did 2 blends, which are the bigger bottles that you see here, and then she did with a certain distillery in America, of course, because it's bourbon or whiskey, and then American whiskey, I should say, and then
okay, I was gonna ask you: is it all bourbon? Is it some bourbon? Maybe rye? Maybe.
I do believe they're all bourbons.
Okay.
I think they're all bourbons. But she blended her own, and then she also handpicked some barrels for us to pick, which are the smaller black bottles. And then she does some like curated waters to go with this. I did pour some in our dropper from one of the bottles, but we're also gonna taste the water because
why not?
Why not taste the water?
That's so interesting that she says not drinking water. I don't get what that means.
It's not meant to drink for the dilution. So
specifically for diluting whiskey.
I am not yet there with my sciencey tasting spirit wise.
Yeah.
Where
not there yet either. I want to get there though.
Like her website is like super sciencey and like there's numbers and letters and stuff that I don't really know.
Yeah, it's giving chemistry and shit.
It's giving super chemistry, and it's a part of the world that I haven't deep dived into yet. Like I am still at the how the stills work.
Exactly. So, like the basics.
You know? I'm still trying to get that down packed, and why still certain size make this and make that and taste this and taste like that.
Yeah. I'm just now fully understanding those parts of it. Right. The sizes of stills, length of columns and all this stuff, and the angles of lint arms and all that other shit. Yeah. I'm just now at that point where it clicks that
So she gets it a lot into like we were talking last episode, 1 drop equals this much dilution, which now your whiskey's at this ABV, and I guess the flavors or esters or compounds that are in the whiskey that make your smell or taste certain ways. She has it all broken down and charts and stuff. So yeah. What we're gonna do is
enjoy the art of it all, and talk about the taste and smells. Yes, things.
That's all we're gonna do right now.
So that is what we got going on.
It's a journey. I'm probably there's quite a bit in each of these bottles and all these boxes, so I'll be able to go back and
taste again
and watch the videos that she's posted for us. But yeah, I'm excited. So
we don't have a ton of information about what we're tasting.
We have blind.
Exactly. So we have the ABV and we have the age, and we're not going to know what we've actually tasted through until the end of this episode.
Yes, because she did end up releasing, I believe, the blends as actual bottles with the distilleries she did them with. Changed the label and everything. It's kind of really sexy.
Yeah, I love it, actually.
it's really
the black for
sexy.
me. I love this matte black. It's very much my vibe.
Absolutely. And
so cheers to you, girl.
Of course, we'll tag all that.
Yes.
But yeah, so first was sip 'em.
First of all, you felt that in the depth of your soul.
Exactly.
That was her guttural, y'all. First of all, this is very rich off bucks.
Right.
Very rich, very deep, dark, smoky, just almost has a vibe.
And there's some raisin and I love banana bread. I mean, not banana bread, but bread pudding. This is giving like a bread pudding with a bourbon sauce, like a bourbon caramel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's so specific. I love that. Bread pudding with a bourbon sauce. That sounds bomb right now because I'm actually hungry.
I'm kind of hungry too. I'm gonna eat at this movie theater.
I was gonna say I did not eat enough. I'm probably gonna grab something on the way home. Actually, no. I've been making really good salads at home. That's what the fuck I'm gonna have.
Yes, I know. I need to go grocery shopping. Cause your girl's still, y'all. I'm back to not eating no bread, no pastas.
I'm trying to be good with that too. I'm trying to be good with that too.
I did pretty good this
with
week.
The pasta and bread.
I started on Monday, like we talked about, right? The Monday after coming back, and I've been doing pretty good.
Good.
I was supposed to not drink for 3 days. That didn't work. I didn't drink one day of the week, so progress.
Yes, progress is progress.
And then starting this coming week, hopefully I'll get up 3 days out of the week and just go walk the trail. We're trying.
Now that it's nice out, I definitely want to. I gotta give me some better like running shoes. Because the ones I have now are no longer comfortable.
Me too.
So I gotta get that going. But I'm gonna do more like walking now that it's nice out and shit. I actually like my little neighborhood in terms of being able to walk in and stuff.
Yeah.
So, girl, we're getting it together, child. We're getting it together. I feel like there's a lot happening in the. That's why my little note for the catch up was, what the fuck is happening in the moons and stars? Because I feel like there's just something happening that's like forcing a lot of like introspection, a lot of reflection, a lot of like shit coming to the surface or whatever. Like, just seems to be a lot of that for a lot of people at least. At least my immediate circle, there's been a lot of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely just talking about that.
Yeah. And it's like, it's happening for me. My mom, I talked about it a little bit. I feel like for Shantae too. Like, just a lot.
I feel like there's a little bit of like big red cinnamon going on.
Bread pudding you're talking about. You said big red cinnamon?
Yeah. The bread pudding, I know.
The bread pudding is there. Like, I just been sitting here smelling like, damn.
It really just tastes like, really, I can see my fork going through it. Yes. A little bit of cherry here for me too.
A little bit. It's light, and I definitely getting like, I'm getting chocolate.
Definitely,
like
and maybe
raw
some
chocolate,
like candied orange peels, maybe. Not completely like a like some orange peels sitting in sugar or syrup. Orange peels.
I could when you say sitting in sugar, yeah, because it makes me think of like making oleosaccharum.
Right. All right, here we go. Oh, this is 64.8.
Oh yeah, we didn't tell y'all the info, huh?
And it's a blend.
64.8 ABV. So what is that? That's one.
Sorry, not proof. Yeah.
Oh Lord, what is that? 129 and some change. 129.6 proof.
Yep.
And then 1.1 years old.
Yep. 1.1 plus. I think because
plus. Is it a blend?
Yeah, these are blends, so that's the youngest.
The youngest is 1.1 years.
Yeah, y'all. Here we go.
That's really funny.
Oh, and you can just smell the wood. You can smell that barrel too. Okay.
You know what I meant to do this time was have a spit cup. You know, this morning, because I've been catching up on my tastings for Ascot. Speaking of Ascot, I'm really excited. Jack, Hood Sommelier on Instagram, and this girl Sonia, who I'm finally going to link with in person for the first time next week. Her page is so damn good. They're also judges this year, so a black woman, a black man. It's great. I'm very excited for that. So, welcome.
Yeah,
happy to know that. And shouts out to Fred Minnick.
That had a savory ending. Like,
very herbaceous.
Olive at the end there, or like
olive is definitely so.
Mushroom,
olive brine, literally like in an interesting way.
Yeah,
because when you said olive, I'm tasting olive brine like it makes me want a martini, but I'm drinking whiskey.
Yeah,
that is interesting.
Very,
because I'm not getting a ton of the quintessential stuff. Like, I'm not getting like heavy caramels or tobacco or maybe a little leather, but that also might just be the brininess. Because that leather can kind of come across as that too, in terms of like that salivation that it causes on your palate. And
that is actually really tasty.
That is interesting. I am curious what this would be given. At a lower ABV a little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Lower my ABV.
I'm counting my drops now. I did 7.
Count the drops.
First of all, and count the drops. It's definitely giving jazz joint, smooth jazz like shit.
I've been in a very disco-y, jazzy vibe for the last, I don't know, ever. But
I was gonna say, when are you not in that vibe on a Sunday at least?
Forever. But like this week, even like throughout the week, because I go through my waves. Like there are days where I just need trap all day, and usually it's Young Dolph and the Migos.
Oh, you need that real trap shit. Young Dolph, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I actually really did have a hard time with that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because I just felt like he was like the first like, I don't know, real actual like trap artist that I really like listen to outside of Gucci Mane. Like if I don't know.
Yeah, because you're not really like, you don't do all the trapped out shit. Like you don't even watch trapped out TV. So that's so funny that when you do listen to it, you listen to them real niggas. Like you want to know they was really about that shit.
I was like, oh man, I be listening to this shit like, yeah, that nigga should have fucked with you, dog. God damn. Like I be out here like, absolutely, fuck yeah.
No bullshit though.
That's how I feel like we out here, fuck all these niggas.
Yeah,
like, that's pretty much.
That's usually that's why that's kind of my default genre. Just because it's my motivation to not take shit
as shit
throughout the day.
It really is motivational as shit. Outside of the degrading, it's really motivational as fuck. There is a shit ton of degrading
outside of the degradation of women.
It's crazy.
It's motivational music. It's meant to motivate at least the men, but women, we have managed to find what we need, even in spaces that weren't necessarily created for or catering to us. Somehow we still manage to become consumers and put money in your pocketbooks.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
what I need to do, and I've been telling myself, is to just go through the newer women artists. Because
I try to make it a point to. I make playlists of just women, like female rappers.
Right, like female artists. Big Lotto just came out with a
lot of those albums like that.
Yeah,
a lot of I can fuck with at least half of it, which is great, especially these days for an album. That's dope.
So, yeah, I just need to. I like some songs on my liked list, like Rooney Ritchie or Richie Rooney.
I know who you're talking about. Rennie Rucci.
Rennie Rucci. Yeah, I want to listen more of her stuff. Yeah, I really like Kid. I know I have your stuff.
Not Cash Doll.
Cash Doll. Okay. Love Cash Doll. Yeah, I really do love Cash Doll. I think that her flow is super dope. And it reminds me like next to Big Sean for me.
Yeah, Detroit.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Because they're real cool about the way they rap too. Yeah. Like it's not.
I love
It's
Cash
not
Doll.
giving too much. Like
I love her voice.
Yeah. I like her voice a lot, and I like that it's not like she's straining or like giving too much energy. Like Detroit is very like laid back, cool, but
she has good cadences too. So like for me, like I'm not big on lyrics at first. Like I want to hear the music behind you and see how well you can go along with it. So I hear cadences first before I hear actually what you're saying.
What you're saying, yeah.
Which fucks me up a long time because like it would be 10 years down the road.
And you fuck with that production. They can be saying anything.
It'd be 10 years down the road. I'd be like, oh my God, what was they saying? Was it Ja Rule? It was a Ja Rule song. I was in Vegas and we was getting back to the Airbnb. And he said something about slipping the E and someone's drink.
No, he did. What song was that?
Damn, it was with Ashanti to it. Which one is that, right?
Damn, I know, right? Literally.
Oh, damn. I'm gonna look it up after this,
you was singing to this. You was harmonizing
this is what I'm saying, though. I was like, these niggas used to just say this shit. Also, like,
wow, this just got really mapley, really fruity, really fucking fast.
Yeah, it did. Really awesome.
Wow. This is fun. Yeah. I like this. I like the blinds. I'm gonna start.
Yes,
it's giving me inspiration. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, Eaves Blind. This is.
It did though, y'all. It did get very mapley. It's now giving like French toast cinnamon, like for me a little bit like waffle or something.
Yeah, literally. Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's giving me. I haven't even been to Waffle House, but it's giving me what I imagine Waffle House smells like.
Ooh, you never been to Waffle House?
No, oh my God. A rich, like fresh off the fucking waffle maker, like you just put butter and maple syrup on it, like that with a side of red berries.
Ooh, yes.
It's all that. Damn. Wow.
That was
Real
really good with
smoky.
some water.
A lot of cherry, a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
That oaky, like, spice, definitely there. That water opened it up nice. I'm going to start counting my drops from now on. I need to know how much water I'm adding to stuff and where I like it at. I got to start paying attention to that.
Because, look, I don't even do drops. I just be like, splash.
Yeah,
like,
me too. Squirt, squirt. I don't even know the size of the squirt. Pause.
So, she tells us, damn, about this one. I think it's like quarter of an ounce in the squirt, in a full squirt.
Okay.
I think.
In a full squirt.
Yeah, I think that's what she said. I gotta watch videos.
We can always test that theory with a jigger.
Right. Literally. But
you can always
yes.
do that.
But yeah, and then there's that one where Rick Ross, he's like put Molly all in her drink. They ain't know it.
Oh, you know what? I forgot that's what they say in that song. You people be so busy turning up to the shit, you be forgetting what they actually saying. Especially if you're not singing every word, because I don't sing every word to a lot of songs, especially if they're like more of the club bangers or whatever. I'm singing the parts that everybody else singing for real, the parts that stick out. So, or the fucking hook or some shit, like.
Yeah.
So, child, it's all tragic.
It's tragic as hell.
It's
so
all tragic.
Pay attention. I don't, but pay attention, guys.
I don't, but
2 years later, that song was old.
Yeah, that
But
shit.
yes, talk to us. What's the catch up, boo? What is in the moon and the stars?
A lot. I don't even know. Like, I know we just had a full moon in Libra. We're technically still in it until tomorrow.
Okay, great. I have to put some more crystals by the window.
Yes. Oh, I need to do the same thing. I keep mine on my bookshelf, like, so that the sun and all that can, like, get to them sometime throughout the day, because I'm in a real weird spot with my windows.
Yeah.
But I gotta take them upstairs and actually charge them outside under the moon, because I don't really get good light from the moon anywhere except for on the deck upstairs.
Yep.
So yeah, I gotta get better at being more intentional about that, which is like part of the many revelations I seem to be having this week. Like, I definitely came back from Portland just feeling very like stuff just has to change. Just in general. Like, just multiple things in my life just have to change. So I've just been like, of course, overthinking and just trying to like process just all the many different like feelings and stuff, and then the waves of emotions that come with the epiphanies that come with the like, because once you feel something and you feel strongly about it and it resonates or whatever, it's like then you're forced to do something about it, or be miserable at knowing this thing and then not doing anything about it. So I'm feeling
or
the
being
weight
miserable
of
because you can't move yet because there's things you still need to put in place.
So I'm in the middle of that shitstorm internally.
Yeah, I completely understand.
So yeah, that's it for me right now. That's occupying a lot of my energy at the moment.
Yeah, I completely understand. It's like you see the path, you know the steps that need to be taken, but you can only go so far because it also involves, for me, it involves like waiting on people's answers, waiting on yeses or nos and stuff like that. Like, if I could just do it because I had a shit ton of money, I would. But I don't, and I need to make these moves to make things happen. It's just, and it's daunting because you have to then go through like, what if it doesn't work? What if it does work? How long will it take? Like, as you guys can see, I'm like thinking about it, putting my hands on my head. Literally.
Because these are real questions. That shit is a real fucking dialogue in terms of like, that's just a lot.
I really understand like the shit has to change. I feel like that this was this year for that in general. Yeah. Right? Like, this is that. Like,
I think the past 2 years have forced a lot of like just being confronted with shit and realizing what's going to continue to work, what's sustainable and what's not, what the fuck really has to change. Like,
yeah.
I'm definitely, for me, it's a question of, is this sustainable? Is it not? Yeah. And having to categorize it that way.
Absolutely.
And then focus on getting rid of the shit that isn't and nurturing the shit that is, and like,
yes,
and recognizing that I can only control myself.
Yes.
And that's in my own perspective, and that's gonna be what shapes the other things.
Absolutely.
So, just a lot of that, like, coming to the realization that a lot of really only things that I can actually control are within myself.
Yes.
And having to refocus that energy inward instead of trying to control so many outside factors.
I feel like this will always be a constant cycle, though, right?
Oh, always.
Because as soon as you get yourself together, you're like, well, all these niggas out here acting crazy. So then you want to focus out.
Yeah.
You're like, why the fuck am I focusing out? So let me focus
back inward. Yeah.
And then you get yourself together and they're like, these niggas still acting crazy. And focus out.
It's a lot. And I've been doing a lot of focusing out for what feels like way too fucking long, to the point where it's like it causes not a disconnect, because I'm still very in tune with like instinct and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily that, but just like feeling less like myself. Just because I'm doing less of the things that make me feel like myself.
Absolutely.
And not really indulging in those things more. And so just having so much of my focus on the other stuff that like I just got to really prioritize recentering and like shifting that focus to the shit that, one, I can control, and two, I do enjoy. Yeah. And
I think also what's hard about that is when you know, starting businesses, having these schedules, running businesses, that takes up such a big chunk, and those are scheduled type of things. Yeah. And that takes up such a big chunk of life, right? And we were constantly talking about how to make that balance so that it's feeding back into your life, to feed back into making these business decisions and moving this way, and then being able to feed back into the rest of relationships around you. Exactly. You know, so it's like, it's so hard it's just hard to figure out what that looks like, because it's like, to step back to be able to focus on yourself constantly feels like you're sacrificing how to successfully
it's that constant thing of like, you spend all this time being productive, doing this, checking off all these things or checking off the things on the schedule, but then for me at least, like that takes so much out of me mentally that by the time I get home, my self-care is shutting, like getting away from my phone, but then or getting away from all my devices, honestly. I don't like being on a laptop when I'm at home. Outside of like editing for the podcast, stuff like that, I don't get on my laptop like that. Right. But then I feel guilt because there's so many things that I could be doing that I didn't get a chance to do at work because I was working. Yeah. But then it's like, that feels like work too.
It does.
So it's my God.
Where's the end?
Then it feels like I really need to be getting up at like 4 a.m. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. In order to fully, like, to address the stuff that I can't address at work because I'm busy doing the day-to-day stuff there. Yeah. Addressing that shit first, so then that by the time I'm done there and make it back home, I don't have this lingering list of shit that I didn't get a chance to do. But then it's like, I have a wife who stays up till 11 o'clock at night. So it's like, do I go to bed at 8 p.m. like I really want to do? Because I could really go to sleep at 8 p.m. and be so happy. But then she's still up for another 3 to 4 hours. And then that's time that we're technically not spending because I'm not enough going to sleep. Yeah. And she's still wide awake, chucking away at things on a laptop. When she does that shit gives me anxiety though, so it makes me tired. And I want to go to sleep. So it's just like
constant cycles,
back and forth.
It's constant cycles. I think that, like you said, the constant reflection, introspection finds a door for it all. Right. It finds a door for it all, but like for me too, like those types of things really work my brain. And like I probably didn't do anything physical, but if I'm thinking that much about it,
I'm physically exhausted. I'm exhausted.
I've been thinking about this the whole time.
I can't like work out in like the evening. Like I have to do it before I do anything else, or I won't have the energy for it. And then that actually gives me energy for the rest of the day, ironically enough, which is why I should do it more often. But it's hard to get up that fucking early.
It's hard.
So without going to bed, like I have to go to bed at 8 p.m. If I'm getting up at like 4:30. Yeah. Even to get up at 5. Like which I try to make my threshold like 5:45, like wake up or whatever. But I really feel like I want to get up earlier. It just feels hard right now. Like maybe that's just the overall exhaustion of just processing so much too. It's just kind of keeping me like wanting to lay in the bed just like an hour longer, like just to have the energy. So
I'm that person. Like I'm like the night before, I'm like, I'm gonna get up at this time. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna do the shots. And
I'd be so intentional about it too.
I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna do this, and then that alarm goes off, and I'm like my snooze is a 9-minute snooze.
You start bargaining your sleep
time, and by the time I got another hour of sleep somehow. I don't even know. And was it real sleep? Because I was really like sitting there
because you were still anticipating that alarm going back off. So you're like
in 9 minutes.
You're not in your REM sleep for real. So you're still.
It's just
It's just
so. I get it. I completely understand. And, you know, it is that time. It's also the seasons are changing. And, like, every time these changes happen naturally, I feel like within us, we can feel more time to, like, look within.
For sure.
For sure.
I definitely always get a little boost of energy when spring hits.
Yes. Well, look, I get a boost of energy whenever there's motherfucking... Okay, great. I'll say I give a boost of energy whenever there's constant sun.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I don't give a fuck.
I need
and it's
that.
warmth. Yeah. I don't want sun and cold. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yeah, the sun's out, but it's cold.
I'm like a solar panel.
Yes.
Like, the more there's sun out, the more energy
like
I actually
Superman.
have. And not like Superman. Yes.
Give me that. Give me that. I need that.
that.
That's the only way to be indestructible, bitch, is the sun.
I love the warm months, so
bitch, next Sunday is about to be 80 fucking degrees. I'm gonna be on my horse shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yes,
titties and ass. Okay, catch me next Sunday.
Titties out next episode.
Yes,
Al's gonna be here. Lucky him.
Oh yeah, lucky Al. But for real, like, we should see if he can bring us something.
Oh yes, bring us something tropical, Al.
Yeah,
it's given.
But yes, child, I just like, 80 degrees. That's what I'm waiting for you.
I was gonna say, I'm excited for the hot months. I'm actually excited to like find whatever my flow is of like just being more active. Period. I'm not gonna put the pressure on myself to be all of a sudden become some workout junkie in a matter of a month. No, that's just not the space that I'm at anymore. I was definitely that like college days, but I was also actively playing a fucking sport most of my week, so I'm not in that phase, and I gotta find what works for me in this 30+ phase of life.
Right. I just want to stretch. Like, I was like, can I just get the fuck up and stretch?
I'm making it a point to stretch, even if it's not for a long period of time. I try to at least get, like, if I don't do full sun salutations, I'll do half salutations just to make sure my back feels good and my legs feel good.
I mean, I have a whole app for it. They got 5-minute stretches. Like, why can't I just get up and do it?
Girl, yes. And I pay monthly still for the Yoga Collective. You stop saying y'all motherfuckers' names, but I still actively pay for that shit. And I use it. I just don't use it as much as I should. Yeah. So... I just gotta, and I want my goddamn room back. I want my guest room back because I want to now turn that into my yoga room. Like, now I know what I want to do with that room because it gets great sunlight and stuff in there. It gets moonlight in there, and I want to use that as like a spiritual space now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, shit.
So I'm excited for that. That'll be September. I have that back, so that'll be great.
Nice.
It'd be good for the change of seasons. Go into a new season. Create that, create anew. Have a different, vibe. So absolutely. I'm excited about that. But yeah, there's just a lot going on, it seems, for a lot of people right now. Myself included, child. So I'm trying to focus on things I actually can control. And I'm excited about stuff like this, like doing blinds and stuff like that, because it brings me back to a space of like learning and getting nerdy with stuff, which makes me happy. So I'm excited to be doing this.
How is the Escott? How's the Escott going?
So far so good.
Okay.
I'm spacing them out more so that I'm not overwhelming my fucking palate. Okay. I got up at like 7 this morning. I started tasting at like 8:30. Yeah. Just before I started to like actually eat and drink anything. And I'm glad I did it that way. I think I'll probably continue to do at least for that, continue to do it that way. Yeah. Just because I don't know. It felt good. I like doing it like that. And they changed up the process for judging and doing our scores and all that is a little easier this time, a little less like filling out a ton of different like slots and shit, which is nice because it's less of the admin and more of just focusing on tasting and smelling and experiencing shit. Cool. So yeah, it's way better. Nice. It's way better. I'm actually enjoying it this time and not feeling stressed by the deadline.
Will they ever bring you all like together as
I hope so at some point. I think because this started in the middle of the pandemic, it, of course, it didn't start that way and everybody's in different parts of the U.S. Right. But I do hope so that at some point everyone will be brought together. to actually taste through this stuff like together in person and talk through them and stuff. So
just even be like, hey, this is what we chose,
or after we put our scores in and stuff, be able to like go through them and so.
I mean, I would think that the awards would become like a show maybe one day.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I definitely hope so. I definitely hope it becomes like a thing.
Yeah,
where we're all attending something.
Yeah,
at least every year. So
absolutely.
That is how I pictured it in my head. I hope that's how Fred pictures it in his. But I don't doubt it. Yeah, I think so. I think that comes with just, having more years of like being able to do this, getting more funding, that type of stuff, getting more brands invested in actually submitting and doing all that. I think it all comes naturally with that. So
okay. I'm sorry, guys.
Yes, it's giving turkey gobble gobble.
Let me holla. She doesn't watch Dave Chappelle, so
I do not watch Dave Chappelle.
For those that know,
that's fucking hilarious. Ooh, wow. Ooh. I got like orange and cinnamon like right off the bat, like sweet something.
Sweet something for sure. Excuse me.
Sample number 2, y'all. 2.5 years old. 60.25% ABV, so it's giving like what 120.5 proof.
Yep.
So much lower.
Watermelon candy for me.
Watermelon candy, yes. I'm also still getting orange.
Definitely some orange, like juice.
It is giving watermelon candy. You're so right. Not even like sour candy. Almost like our CBD candies from Portland.
Exactly. Literally what I'm thinking about.
Wow.
For sure.
Shout out to Portland. I miss you already.
I really do. Eat with your lack of black folk. Everybody that I bring it up to is like...
They hit.
They talk about now black folk being up because the new Bar Hill rep is from Portland. And he was like, really love my city, but he's like one of the pluses of being here in DC. He's like, these different cuisines are actually done by the people.
Yeah, of those cultures. Yeah.
Where in Portland, it's like this food is amazing, but it's all literally done by white people. And he was just like, he's like, it's one of the whitest cities in the U.S. I think he said it is the whitest.
Like the whitest city in the U.S. Damn. Well, at least you have some cool white people. At least the people we came across.
I between that and Seattle, I'm not gonna lie. But
yeah, because I don't hear about many black people. Where all the fucking forests and trees and rain and cloudy shit seems to be. Where y'all thrive in y'all paleness. Y'all thrive in y'all paleness.
At the end of the day, like,
it's giving Twilight. You see like 2 black people in Twilight. That's what it's giving. And maybe I didn't think about it that much because our entire group was black and brown. So I just... we were surrounded by blackness in our own little bubble. So...
But that's what... See, like, and that is so huge for me. Like, no matter what, like, I need to somehow make a bubble. Not a bubble, but like
just bring blackness everywhere we go.
Create the space. Where it feels like you can't penetrate this with your random annoying whiteness.
Yes. Random annoying whiteness.
There's just people that just don't get it. Like, I don't know if I said this on here, but when I went to Vegas, I think I might have told you, I went to Vegas, me and Frank went to a tiki spot. It was called Frankie's Tiki Room.
Oh, nice.
And then I might not have told you this yet. So we're sitting there and we're chilling, we're like, Frank's like, he's like, I'm so happy we finally made it. It's my name,
Yeah, exactly.
We start talking about life. The bartender was awesome. She was cool. We order our first drinks and then this white guy comes over to us and he's like, hey, we're like, hey, he goes, I'm a little drunk. I was like,
no, he's the one that said he doesn't usually see black people in tiki bars.
He goes, he literally says it, black people. You don't really see them in tiki bars.
Yes, you did tell me about this.
And I was like,
oh my God, you did tell me about this. What a blower, bruh.
So that's annoying whiteness to me.
Yeah, it is.
You didn't think about that statement at all before it came out your mouth. Like,
I had some liquid courage.
Yeah.
Some liquid courage.
But it's just also just kind of like, I mean, once again, I might have said this already on here, actually. He took care of our round and all stuff. Didn't make him a better person. It's just like, he probably went back to his
maybe out loud and recognized.
I was like,
maybe that came across racist.
Dummy.
Like,
but, so that type of stuff, like, when you don't have people around you to, like, you don't have to even engage with that. You have to, it's everywhere. It's everywhere and it's exhausting, to constantly have to navigate white space. It's exhausting as fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm super huge about curating Like, if I'm traveling, even though I do like to travel alone, I'm finding where the black and brown folks are in that city. Yeah. And I'm sticking with that.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with them because I'm not trying to navigate white people. Because at this time...
You navigated enough, actually. Navigated enough at home.
It really... And I know, like, I do navigate at work. And honestly, we're
in one of the most entitled cities ever.
Yeah.
So... White, black, or indifferent. Like
right. I work in a space that our team is brown and black pretty much outside of Deke. So, like, we talk. It's great. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, like, even here, like, I try not to even navigate them. But I still have to. I mean, it's still a big part of the industry community here. So,
yep.
And,
ownership, consumership, all of it.
I mean, just sit, like, just sit and just listen to them talk. You just kind of like... Why was that funny?
Imagine listening to that and just being a wallflower in that space when you're in people's private homes and they're comfortable because they're either in their private home or they're in someone that they know's private home, and they feel even more emboldened because they're in a space that's not public. So it's it gets even worse. It gets even worse.
But also talking about entitled cities, there's a black-owned spot called the Entitlement or some shit like that.
Here?
Yes. We need
the
to go.
Entitlement.
Yeah, we need to go.
Off the name alone, we need to go peek our heads in and see what's going on.
What's happening here?
Have a seat at the bar and just observe.
What's happening? Are we taking the word back? I don't know.
I don't know about that one. We'll see.
Some apple going on.
Coming up. Yes, that's what it is. Okay.
Yes, red apples.
It's like it's an undercurrent of something here. Mm-hmm. A little smokiness here too.
Yeah.
Some like dry spice, like a peppercorn type spice.
Peppercorn right there too. Ooh, graham cracker?
Yes. Actually, yes. Wow.
Did we already say 2.5 plus years? Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we gave him the rundown. We gave y'all the rundown. This is like, interesting on the palate. Okay.
It's tasty. I like this one.
It's tasty.
Feels good to know I can be who I want to be.
What is that I'm getting? I get that graham cracker. I get like this dry, like it's mouth drying and mouth watering at the same time. I don't get how that works. Like my tongue is
true.
Getting dry, but my mouth is salivating, if that makes sense.
Immediately.
Yeah. Because like I'm not salivating from my tongue, but I'm getting that salivation from the rest of my mouth. So it's like this weird like back and forth of like my mouth drying out, but then my tongue drying out and then my mouth doing the opposite. So that's interesting in terms of texture and like response.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah.
I would love to know.
I'm definitely getting some kind of like either dark, dry chocolate like powder or like...
Yes.
Cacao, like...
Definitely some like dry cacao.
Yeah.
Something powdery for sure. And I feel like I almost had a little bit of fruit, but then it wasn't long-lived, so... I'm gonna do just 4 drops this
time. Soon as it hits my palate, I feel like I get prune. Thanks.
Sorry, we were focused getting our drops.
I know. There's a moment of silence there.
A moment of silence for the drops.
Sorry, y'all.
We're trying to get sciencey with it and get exact. So forgive us. We usually don't have any dead space.
Yeah, I know. That's hilarious.
I didn't even think about it. That was the sound of focus.
Hopefully you can hear the water drops. No, you can't. But
that would be dope. We need like a ding. First of all, soundboard. Note to self. Oh my God. See, just so many things.
It's just like maybe we just dedicate months to certain things or try to, which is impossible. Yes. That's also the point of like the big thing of multitasking and wanting to do all these things, right?
Yeah. Multitasking gets exhausting though. I've learned that there are people who like thrive in that type of space. Like they thrive off chaos. They love to multitask and like do all these different things at one time or whatever. And they thrive in that space. I'm not that girl. And I'm okay with that. I just got to figure out what then works for me.
Right.
In terms of, I feel like it's just going to have to be being very meticulous with structuring my hours and like forming some sort of routine for myself that works.
Yep.
Like,
well, so my issue is that I don't like routines. So
yeah, and see, Leos, they're very routine.
Yeah,
like I'm very like who moved
like
the cheese, like don't move stuff.
I mean, I'm definitely mise en place though, like keep my shit in a certain place. But
yeah,
routine is what I'm trying to figure out because with routine comes discipline, and that's what I'm trying to.
And that's the struggle
instill in myself. So.
Yeah. That's my struggle at the moment. I'm really actively working on that.
But this has been a mentally draining week, you know, so hopefully y'all sticking with us because I think my brain's all over this place.
Yeah. I mean, and maybe our listeners can kind of relate and just feeling that too. So if y'all are feeling any of those things, let us know in the comments. Yeah, exactly. Engage. What she said. Let us know a little something, a lot of something.
Please. So, BT dubs, just for catch up. If you are going to Tales of the Cocktail, you will see us there. We are doing a live recording.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. We could actually talk about that now because we fully got like approved for it or whatever. Yes. So, yes, you will see us recording at Tales of the Cocktail. And
that is where we will be doing our Sherry episode. Lisa has agreed to be our sponsors.
Oh, bitch, yes! I'm just finding out that one. Yes, God. So, thanks, Lou Style. Love it. Okay, great.
Yes. So, So watch out for us.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be.
Hey, Sincere. Hope you're still listening. Sherry's coming. Just be patient with us. It'll be in the summer, but it's coming.
It'll be in the summer. But yes, super excited. So
I love that.
Okay, what you got here for What It or Not? What's going on here?
Okay. So I did some more either or questions that I figured would make like good conversation.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and get started. I didn't do as many as I did last episode. So words or actions? You can't do both. Can't do both. That's our only rule is you can't do both. It forces you to figure out which one, if you had to choose.
I don't like to choose.
I know. It's part of that discipline. You got to pick.
I know it is. I mean, I'm a decisive person until it comes to things like this where I feel like there's duality in life doesn't exist. All these things exist together. Mm-hmm. All of these things are hand in hand. They're not opposites.
They're definitely not opposites, but it's not necessarily like, oh, by picking one, you're foregoing the other.
Right.
It's just which one for you means more. I guess, to kind of rephrase that. Like, for me, actions mean way more than words. Some people, they want to hear. There's certain things they just really have to hear to be accepting of it. To, like, for them to feel better about it or whatever. I'm not that way.
I think I'm going to go words. I think because I'm super huge on communication and understanding that I can't read your mind, I need to hear.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for me, if you're going to say it, you're going to do it. And that's not always true. But I think that I make it very clear that if you don't, I'm gone. Yeah. So I need to hear you say out of your mouth, this, and this, that, and this, whatever, you know, so that I can get out of my head about whatever the fuck I'm going in my head about. So I'm going to go words.
Okay. I'm definitely the actions girl.
Yeah.
And I think that's just happened over time because really unfortunately, I've learned way more from a person's actions than I have their words because a lot of times in my life I've put stock in people's words and then their actions wound up being the opposite.
Right.
And so I just have foregone even trusting people's words alone anyway. So people can say something to me all day long. Yeah. That's real cute. But if your actions don't align with it, I never really fully took stock in the words you said anyway. So I've just kind of like completely vastly limited my expectations on somebody's words actually having weight until their actions back it up. I have to have that backup.
I don't like to read movements.
I read them all day long. It's not even by choice. I read them all day long.
Yeah, but this is where I go insane.
Yeah,
because I'm
reading
reading them.
Fucking crazy.
And I'm like, why did that bitch move like that?
But I also like have to address it out loud too. Like if I shift your energy change, I'm saying something.
And so now,
and I'm like, you're trying to like,
look
like you're nope, because you're not saying something, and now I can feel it, and I hate that I can feel it, but you're not saying it. So now we need to say it. What the fuck is it?
And that's how I approach it. And that's why words come from me first, because like I need to hear what's going on in your head, bro. Like I can't even.
But it's so common that people don't even know how to fucking compute to say it out loud, which is why I've made a habit of reading people's body language, energy shifts, and behavior, all of that. Like I pay attention to it all. Even if I don't say something right away, I'm paying attention to it all. Right. Because sometimes it doesn't always feel like it's something to bring up right then and there either, depending on the energy. So I look at all of that way more than I take stock in words.
Girl, I just know. I need to tell me, bitch, because I'm not about to be figuring out like, because then also, if I knew you moved a certain way, but then you said it was nothing else, then I'm going to go by what you said. Oh, it was nothing? Okay, well then.
And see, and there's that too. Yes, because if I pick up on something, I'm going to address it. And if you still try to play it off, even though you see that I'm picking up what you putting out there, and you still try to play it off, okay, well then I'm going to go off that, and I'm going to just, okay.
I'm moving like that.
Exactly.
That's how I'm going to move.
There's that too, but I'm still reading how you're carrying it though. I'm just, if you want to play dumb, I'm going to go ahead and play it with you. But at the same time, because I addressed it, I'm not dumb. So we're going to dance around it. Fine.
Fuck it.
Whatever. If it ain't no skin on my back, all right.
Right.
If it's only disturbing you, okay, great. Well,
period.
You can't say I didn't care.
Oh, I said some words.
Period. Words.
Figured it out.
Cute. Okay. I thought this one was a good one. Apathy or obsession?
What is apathy?
So apathy essentially means like uninterested, or kind of distant from.
Apathy.
Indifference basically.
Apathy for sure.
Apathy.
Please don't be obsessed with me. I mean, technically I do like it, but I need to feel apathy. I need to feel that you're. Because that comes with me, like, liking to share. I really do. So, like, being able to, like, I'm not a big fan of those who are like, I need you. I need to be, like, I have a few, partners who say that to me. I need to feel you. I need to be here. I need to, and it's just like, okay, like, when I get to you, I'll get to you. Whereas, like, I'm more of the person that's like, okay, like they haven't texted me in a day and a half. Cool, whatever. I'm gonna live on my life because I just live on my life. And then when they do text me, I'm like, oh, okay, yay! Like I like that feeling. Where it's like, I'm okay with it. Like I'd rather just. I don't want you to be. Don't be obsessed with me. Don't be obsessed with me at all.
That's a tricky one for me. It's tricky. In a perfect world, I want a balance of the two.
I want a balance of the two,
but. For the sake of following
all these rule, I want both, but I now have to.
Yes, but for the sake of following my own rule, I'm going to have to go with slight obsession. Just because the indifference is going to translate very negatively for me in terms of my love language and what I need. Yeah. Apathy is just polar opposite of what I actually need in terms of my love language. Yeah. I need affirmations. I need you to literally adorn me. Yeah. And I need it to happen frequently. It doesn't have to be every 5 seconds. Right. No, we're all human. I don't even want somebody on me that much all the time because I still want to be able to miss those things too and appreciate those type of feelings. But it has to happen more often than not for me. Yeah. Like I'm all the way Leo. So it is very like, I feel like for an analogy, like you have to, like, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? But like if you pour into my cup, then that cup becomes well, and that well just gives you all the gifts and all the perks and all the great things of making me feel great. Yeah. I give more when I'm being poured into properly. Yeah, so and that pouring into me comes in the form of affection and words of affirmation and quality time and acts of service and just about all the languages, but
I just need apathy on both sides because I'm gonna give you apathy. Period. Like so, if we can do that together,
it only kind of works if both people are apathetic. Yeah. Or like, I guess that's a lot if both people are obsessed. That's a lot. But it's also like, there are also dynamics where like some people are just more givers than they are takers and vice versa or whatever. And so you may be the lucky couple that comes across each other that like one person is just happy to give more. Whereas another person, they give enough for that partner to be satisfied, but maybe not as much as the other partner gives just based on dynamics of the relationship or whatever. So who knows, child? I think I need you to borderline on obsessed with me at least. And then if we need to scale back from there, we scale back. I don't know
if this is a Aquarius trait or not, but I feel like when I first get to know someone, I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be so great. I completely dive into obsession. And then like a month after or weeks after, I'm like, why the fuck? Like, I'm over it.
I have moments like that too, but I also have Aquarius in my chart. So I'm like, I definitely have moments like that too. I'm over
this person. Like, they need to back off. And it's like, oh, I was giving big energy. And now I'm like, why are they like this?
Child, because you was giving that energy, hadn't you? I'm definitely guilty of having been like that in certain, and not all dynamics, but in certain ones where like, because Leos are very easy to like dive in head first.
Yeah.
Very poetic, like
yes,
enthralled love, very involved and like hot and heavy from the very beginning.
Yeah.
But then also just depending on what the circumstances of that dynamic is, we could very easily fizzle out just as fast and kind of detach.
Gone.
Like then you're compartmentalized into like, well, that was fun. Let's stay friends though.
Into the bush, like, oh God, man.
Literally like Homer. Okay, you're starting to get really, really clicky and done. Oh,
I'm in the bush.
I'm in the bush. But let's stay friends.
Yes.
Like as you like run through the yard on the other side. I definitely have been guilty of that a lot. Probably like in college up to like early
I don't even
20s.
say let's stay friends anymore. I don't. I'm not going to be friends with you.
I definitely was a like friend collector in the sense of like, especially if there was nothing like, it was more like it's not you, it's me. I'm like, okay, let's be friends. Yeah. Like, I still want to have you around. I just don't want it to be romantic anymore because I'm ready to move on. I have the
option to talk about why we aren't romantically doing anything anymore.
I don't like to have those talks though. So I don't want to have those talks. I feel like if we're gonna be friends, let's be friends and leave that other shit where it was at. Like that moment was that moment. That's where my compartmentalization game is on a trilly. I can leave it where it's at. If I'm like truly ready to just be done with it, we can be platonic or whatever. I don't even have to want to fuck you anymore. Like it's not even that. Right. It's not given what it was. The pheromones have changed for me already. Right. I've shifted on to smelling something else. Like it can be that simple.
That's real.
Yeah. Like,
I think that's also why now I just like, for me, it's like super huge that I'm building friendships. Mm-hmm. Though I am fucking you, we're going to build friendships just in case I don't want to keep fucking you, but you know friends. That we can be friends. Like, we're cool with that.
Yeah, because I don't like that feeling like I'm throwing away people.
Yeah.
Like, if I really fuck with you like that.
Right.
Like, if it was just something slight or whatever, and it's easy for us to part ways or whatever, cool. But if I really fuck with you like that, like on some soul level shit, but I may not necessarily want to be with you and vice versa or whatever. Yeah. We can be friends. Yeah. Like, ciao.
No. Not too many of y'all.
Those are so toxic if they're not self-aware. I can definitely see how.
I am grateful that the Leos in my life
out here making fucking astrology related posts on Instagram and Facebook. It's so funny what I come across.
Y'all, the Leos I have in my life are very into them, like understanding how y'all work. So like, I fucking love it. Yeah, I'm into it. Okay.
Underestimated or overestimated?
Underestimate me every time because I'm gonna give, honey, blow your mind away.
Yeah,
but also don't play me.
It's the pros, right? I prefer, so I have been underestimated and have proven people wrong and mind fucked the shit out of people. And so because I've experienced that and yes, I'll take underestimated and fucking blow your fucking brains out.
Yeah, like
absolutely.
Yeah.
But like you said, but don't fucking
play with me. Who the fuck you think I am?
But I guess I wouldn't mind a little overestimation. I mean, if you have high expectations of me, I don't mind the pressure of rising to the occasion.
Yeah.
So
Because
I'm going to. Right. That's the thing about it. Yeah. I'm not going to have my name faced on something and not rise to the occasion for sure. Though. It's the anxiety that comes with it. And the want to like crawl into a fucking bottle of champagne afterwards just to like come back to. I don't even know where we're coming back to. A
bottle of champagne actually sounds really nice.
I'm just thinking all the effervescent bubbles surrounding me.
Yeah, like a hot tub almost.
Yes, yes, it's given. Okay, just let me know I need to be in another tax bracket and just do all the things. Ciao. This has opened up a lot with the water. I'm still sipping the second one.
I finished the second one. It was so good.
So good.
I went back to the first one. There is so much going on. Now there's like peach and pear.
I was going to say, between these two so far, the first is still my favorite.
Tasty. So those were the blends.
This opened up tropical so much.
There's so much going on.
It's like a fruit basket. It's almost like an edible arrangement.
I didn't drink
because that chocolate is still there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a bougie edible arrangement. Like, with the fruit that's actually nice and ripe.
It's fucking delicious. The first one was really, really good.
Wow. And so, with the 1.1 plus years, right? That's the youngest? Meaning it could go up to however? Because now I want to know, like, if there's some older...
I'm going to have to watch the video.
Yeah. Okay, I'm curious on the follow-up for that one. I'm definitely curious on the follow-up for that one.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Super fucking cool. Super fucking cool.
I like that a lot.
Oh.
Okay. Last one. Painful truth or comforting lie?
Truth. Hands down. I'll die for probably a month if it's that painful too. Like I'll probably be like in a system of like, but when I know it's the truth, I feel more like, well, that's what it is. And that's what it is. So I have to keep telling myself, that's just what it is, Kapri. That's just what it is, Kapri. And eventually I moved on. So I need the truth. Just so I can know that, like, so I can know. Like, don't, especially if it is a matter of like why you're around me or anything like that, or how I'm moving or anything like that. Please tell me about myself. Like, let me know what my actions are doing. Let me know how you actually feel to be around me. If it has to do with those types of things, like, let me know. Is there something in my teeth? Is something in my hair? Like, all these types of random shit.
Like, don't try to avoid an awkward moment by letting me sit there with anything in my teeth or like, like
it can go from that small to even like anything larger. Like, just tell me what's up. Like, it gives me anxiety, but at the end of the day, like, it's like I need to be confronted with the truth to really sit in the actual reality of what my life is. Yeah. Because lies will allow me to not see shit if I don't want to see shit. And
that's what I was about to say. Now my answer would be, give me the truth. Yeah. But I've absolutely had my phase of like, let me keep my rose-colored glasses on. Leave me the fuck alone. Right, comfort me. Look, give me all the comforts. Like, the fuck.
Yeah, I do like to stay in uncomfortable modes.
I'm like, because I've gone through enough uncomfortable shit and not died, that I'm finally like, to him like, okay, at least I ain't gonna die, so all we gotta do is get through the shit.
Chiseling at the masterpiece that I'll be at 80, so.
Yeah, but I'm also, now, like, just the older I get and the more that I'm like, just forced to either do shit or live in the peril of regret of not doing shit, which forces you to lean into fear. And I mean, at the end of the day, you want to be comforted by a lie out of fear. So the more comfortable you get with just leaning into fear and all the discomfort and shit, the more you're just like, fuck it. Okay, just tell me. Just rip the fucking Band-Aid off.
Yeah, let's go.
Like, let's just deal with it
now. Let's just do it. Like, prick me with the needle. Fuck it.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's always been my answer, I think.
No, there was definitely a point in time where I would have said comforting lie.
Yeah.
For sure.
I know.
Proudly, happily.
Because then when I find out it's a fucking lie, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want this shit. This ain't real. That's how I feel.
This ain't real.
I need the real, no matter how much it feels like devastating.
Because it's only comforting in the moment.
It's only comforting. No. For a person that does drugs, like, you know, I don't need just smaller, you know, I do them for small amounts of fun. Truth is a long-lasting exhale of, okay, that's the fucking truth.
Yeah.
These lies, I need them all the time then. If I'm going to do comfort
you got to keep up with lies. You got to
keep them running, keep pumping
and that shit is exhausting.
Boom, exhaustion.
Super facts.
Can't do it.
Yeah, there's some good either or questions.
Yes,
I've been sifting through all the really shitty ones and trying to find some decent, like,
what is it, like
a introspective one? There's some that it's like toaster bagel, like just silly shit.
Where are you finding this
Google. And there's like pages that say these are the best either or questions for this. These are the best either or questions for that. Child, I erase all that shit. I save the questions, keep them on a doc, and I just go through and sift out the ones that actually give some sort of introspection.
Nice.
Because some of them are really dumb. But hey.
Yeah.
Cash your checks. Like,
tea and coffee.
Literally.
Milk
or sugar. Like,
shit, both. Man, cash your checks. Give me my money. I don't give a fuck.
Pay me.
What are we doing?
The fuck wire.
At this point, ACH.
Exactly. That's a wire transfer. Like, that's it. Wire me.
What are you talking about? Cash or check?
Wire me or wire we.
Period. Where's our shirts?
Need a fucking shirt sponsor. Fuck.
Literally. Where are you?
Where are you?
Why?
Oh God, that's fucking hilarious.
That's true,
Okay, do you want to do our third sip and then get into what's tea?
Yeah. That's it.
Ooh, Lordy. Okay, third sip, y'all. Third sample. So now we're into what? Single barrel picks? These next two?
Yes. Ooh, whoa, what?
So, very different. Okay, so sample number 3 is one of the 2 single barrel picks that we have a part of this lineup. This one is 2.5 plus years old.
Yeah.
And 59.75 ABV. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Yeah. So that is giving, what, 120.5, I think?
Oh, no, it's the...
I don't know.
Oh, girl, I done went backwards.
I think it is 120.5, if I'm not
Sorry,
mistaken.
guys, that's not right.
Oh, it's not?
This one is 60.25.
Oh, shit. Oh, got it. Okay. 60.25. Got it.
We accidentally
wrote... you put them in the other direction.
Yeah, we...
Got
Because you wrote the small ones first, right?
I did sample 1. Yeah, I wrote that one. And then I started sample 2 and just didn't finish the... Sorry, we're looking at our outline, y'all, and just didn't finish the ABV. So, okay, so the one we're tasting right now, sorry, y'all, is 60.25. So it is 120.5.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
So our second sample
all of them
was the 120.5. Got it. I mean, we're really not that far. Wait, we're not that far off. So let me see.
Yeah.
59 plus 59, that's what, 118, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm sorry, 119.5, not 120.5 for sample number 2. Sample number 3 is 120.5.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Well, that's a lot of number crunching in my brain. Forgive me, y'all.
Okay.
But it's still 2.5 plus. It's still 2.5 years.
Yes, it's 2.5 years.
Ooh, this is interesting. This is a lot more like, it's almost like vinegary.
There's something going on here.
Yeah, it's giving like apples. Is it apple cider vinegar? It's giving vinegar.
For me, it gives more of like a strawberry vinaigrette.
Oh.
Like dressing or some kind of like...
vinaigrette dressing for sure. I'm trying to find the strawberry now.
Because there's like either like
there
a red wine vinaigrette.
There's a redness there. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Some sort of like red... Something was based on a fruit somewhere here.
But also it's like a...
Also, I'm like really smelling grain too.
So I was like some kind of pie, but also giving me back to that Nutri-Grain feeling too that I had one time, where there was like a red berries in the middle and that Nutri-Grain outer part.
When you say pie, you're thinking like the crust,
and the fruit of some sort, but it's not cherry. It's not none of that.
Interesting.
Or a cobbler.
Interesting.
It's giving like fruit with bread and sweet. Not sweet, but like sugar. But I think more Nutri-Grain.
I'm getting that sugar.
Yeah.
And I'm getting the Nutri-Grain.
That
fruit that I'm getting is very light, but I see what you're saying in terms of like maybe a strawberry vinaigrette or like a red vinaigrette of some kind.
Yeah.
Because I get that vinaigrette. It's giving salad dressing.
It is though. All right.
I don't think I brought you a mic in on the email for the Westward Barrel, but I am putting It's Giving Yams on the bottle. It's going to have Choxie's Best on the other side, and it's going to say Winner's Edition.
That's so dope.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. It's gonna look vicious, y'all. I'm excited for that bottle.
Chocolate covered cherries.
Yes, but like the tart cherries. It's like they put chocolate over unripe cherries.
Maybe I'm thinking cranberries here and caramel. Oh shit, cranberries and caramel on the nose now.
Definitely caramel on the palate for sure. I get more
like dried cranberries that you put on salad.
Ooh, okay. Like craisins?
Craisins.
Okay. And it's also like something drying me out here. I'm trying to think of what it's making me think of.
This reminds me weirdly of strawberry milk.
Wow. Nostalgia.
Like super heavy, or like Hershey strawberry sauce.
Yeah, maybe like the sauce, like as going into
that I
the milk,
used to put
like,
yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
At the
How
end.
random. How fucking random.
So random, but these are
what made
delicious.
you pick this? It's like, I wonder what made you pick this. Maybe you're a strawberry fan.
It's
like
giving,
a strawberry cream fan.
It's giving like I need something pink on. Like I like want
like really pale. It's giving
this.
Easter pink on Easter Sunday.
Yes.
And it's real life Easter Sunday. I don't really do Easter, y'all, so all the Good Friday and shit that people was getting all amped up for, it was like throwing me off. Today's Easter, you know.
Yeah, but what people amping up for?
People celebrate Good Friday and shit.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, my mom does, maybe?
Victoria, my warehouse manager, her fucking babysitter, closed early for Good Friday. Even though I don't think her old ass was going nowhere, but whatever. Mm-hmm. She reserved her right to celebrate Easter Friday, child. They can have it.
What is that?
And we just added
definitely
a little water,
caramel,
y'all.
like
it's definitely caramel. Like that's coming through heavy. But
caramel
like,
candy too, like that hard John.
Yes, the one that you better not try to bite into.
Maybe butterscotch.
It's giving butterscotch. There we go. Because I was like, this is a candy I don't consume,
yeah.
but I know the smell of it because it's just giving that nostalgia, like coming out of your grandmother's purse type joint.
Like, it really is.
It's giving that. It's giving granny, grandmama. And those are the candies I don't eat. Same with that strawberry candy. You remember the strawberry candies that came in the strawberry wrapper? Almost like that, but dipped in some vinegar.
I ate so many of those. But yes. Literally.
See, I so didn't. I ate some.
So many of those.
When I had nothing else, because for me, it was chocolate or else for a long time. So I would settle for certain things just in the name of wanting sugar, but.
True.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
So Eboni Major, y'all.
Another story. First off, before we get there, congratulations, Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Oh, yes.
You have been confirmed.
Snaps to you,
first
queen.
Black and woman supreme. Well, not first woman, but first black woman. First black person
Titty
on the Supreme Court.
Her. No disrespect. I hope you.
I love that it was a black woman first. Like, yes. I feel like when you see these types of feats, it goes
to the black man. If it's going
white man, white woman, black man,
yes,
black woman.
Exactly.
Or, sorry, in between those, every other...
Everyone before
culture.
The black woman.
Yeah, and then black woman. Yeah.
Exactly. Literally, except every fucking male, female, non-binary of every other race, creed, or culture, and then black woman.
Which kind of
that bullshit.
Happen, but yes. I guess that did happen. But, so, Eboni.
So, Eboni Major. So... I'm actually not glad that this happened, but I'm glad there was an article about what happened. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that Frank, Bourbon Enthusiasm on Instagram, did a live with her almost immediately after the article came out about it.
Too, but yeah.
Did they? Okay. I know she had another live that she said she did, but she didn't say with who. But I'm glad that it was made a thing just because I was not super familiar with Eboni Major and what she's done. And the fact that she's like, I don't know if she's the first, but one of the first, especially black women blenders in the bourbon industry. So,
yeah,
I want to say this. Well, I'm not going to say in the spirits industry as a whole, just because it's a global thing, and there are people, very melanated people out here blending and distilling and doing things in a lot of places. So I won't jump out the window like that. But in terms of the U.S., she's doing major things as a black woman in this space. So as someone who wants to do what she's doing exactly, I'm glad that I had the opportunity to get familiar with her. So sucks what she fucking had to deal with though.
So when I first heard about Eboni, I was surprised that she was at Bulliet.
Now why surprised?
Because I already knew that Bulliet had issues with, homophobia and...
Okay. So they already had some issues with prejudice, period.
So I thought, because her being one of their blenders came out after that situation, to my recollection. So I was like, this is, of course, like, just trying to save face.
Oh, we're not bad guys. We have a black lady blending for us. Like, cute.
And it just, I immediately was like, wonder how her time's going to be. Like, I wonder how long this is going to last. And So this did not come to, of course, a surprise at all. I hate that we ever have to go through these situations, but I really thought about how was her time going to be, because she had to to do these blends and stuff. You gotta live there and all that shit. Like, bitch, no, absolutely not. Like,
yeah, spend a lot of time to get what comes in the final bottle.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't read this part.
Oh, girl.
She had to arrange her own travel.
And pay
expenses out of her pocket,
because apparently they only pay for executives travel and stay. Girl.
Why would she do that? I wouldn't even go nowhere.
I was going to say, for me, I mean, she's better than me. I wouldn't have done it. So I would have had to not go. Because that's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Y'all need to get it the fuck together.
Y'all got too much money for all that.
In the article
they got too much money for all that.
And it's so crazy because I love people that work for Diageo. Like, here in the city, DC has great people. But that's the thing about it.
It trickles down. Each market trickles down into their own culture and their own type of people who they get to, rep the brands or whatever like that. And that kind of boils down to a combination of luck and who's invested and who just happens to want to be in that space. And, all the different variables within it. But it can very easily be like a fucking asshole repping the brand in like Kentucky somewhere or something like that.
Absolutely.
So it's just,
I mean, but this is bad on a national standpoint. Global, fuck it. It's just bad. And the article is just so full of Diageo gaslighting, the people that she worked next to, and just being we did take her shit seriously. Did you? Or would there not? If you did, why would there be a lawsuit now?
Why would there be? Exactly.
Or I think a part of the article also says that when she told them about the statements being made towards her, they told her
to just come back with some witty quips back to them.
Or dismiss it.
Yeah. But basically, don't have any feelings about it. Just either say something just to slick back or just let it go, basically. Like, what? What the fuck do you mean?
Bitch, no. No, bitch, no.
That's not a thing.
Like, give me that girl that she's like, do you smile when I smile? No. The fuck?
No. That is some warped shit if I ever heard it.
It is our life, right? Going back to navigating these spaces.
Interesting.
Sorry, thinking about this shit makes me... I've been tired all week, so I'm mentally out of it right now to think this hard about her having to deal with this big ass company alone.
Girl, literally alone.
And
for the longest wasn't able to talk about it out of fear of just not being able to do, one, what she loves, two, being able to work. There's so much politics in spirits industry too.
I'm over it.
So much politics in this shit.
Y'all still out here doing this shit?
Absolutely.
Y'all not learning nothing. Y'all not learning shit. It's so frustrating.
The only thing that they're really learning is how to read the market and how to try to...
Oh, well, read the market now, bitch. Read the market now,
tailor the marketing to the market for
the market's not
as long as the moment lasts. That's the way capitalism has people thinking.
Actually, I need to send this shit to fucking... I need to send this to Dee. Because we got a lot of Diageo going through. So, not a lot, but they, are part... Jamie McBain is amazing. We love Jamie McBain. We love Baby Girl that you just went to dinner with. Lindsay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And what's the other girl's name? Brianna.
I love them.
Yeah. They're cool as shit.
They're cool as shit. I think they are really cool people. And they like to have conversations like this and learn from these types of things. And Jamie McDade he's just a legend. So it's just at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be take all our Diageo product up, but when I'm out and about, I'm not consuming.
Yeah, and it's easy for me not to, because I'm not calling Bulliet off the shelf anyway.
No, I'm not trying to do Bulliet at all, but just think about the company itself, right?
Yeah, so many brands.
Overall,
Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker is Tanqueray.
I was just about to say, what's the gin? I'm like picturing the Diageo competition pamphlet in my head right now, going through their product. Like, it's Kettle One with Diageo?
Kettle One.
Yeah. I mean, they got them brands.
Yeah, so it's just like...
It's unfortunate. There was definitely a brief moment of like mini panic with one of our retail partners that we do fulfillment for. He had a Bullet barrel that he just had put up for sale right like the day before the article came out. So he had a moment of like, well, do I give people the option to like cancel their order for the Bullet? And like, I don't necessarily know why you would do that, because then you're eating the cost on that. Like, but now he's like, there's another barrel that he had in the works, and he might just be leaving it with the distributor. Yeah. And saying, I'm not taking it, y'all figure it out. Which sucks, because it's not the distributor's fault. You can, because I mean, you haven't paid for it.
If you haven't paid for it yet, then
the distributors has to figure out what to do with it then. So then they kind of lose. They have to mark it down a little bit to offer it to someone else. They got to figure it out, So, yeah, people can do what they want, but it's like, then that comes back to the distiller. It all comes back around. Now the distributor's pissed at you because your actions caused them to lose money on a product they were already set to sell.
Yep.
So, child, I'll tell you what.
After the homophobia, I wasn't even... I'm not looking at Bullet. I'm not even looking in its direction.
Yeah, no.
You can kiss the sass. Fuck that. Fuck that. Yo, these are so tasty.
They're fucking delicious. The first is still my favorite.
First is, it's gone. Like, all mine are gone. I don't know if I just poured myself a smaller taste.
I'm just like sipping real slow because I like it that much.
Ooh, it just
continues to open up.
Like pancake syrup just happened on number 3.
Yep. Oh, you still number 3. Oh, wait.
Whoa.
Oh shit! Yes, like Aunt Jemima.
God. Yes,
like it's not your Vermont organic raw.
No,
like this is Aunt Jemima's fucking like syrup. Like you putting this over an Eggo.
No, it's giving. It's
giving syrup over some Lego my fucking Eggo.
Literally,
because that's exactly.
Ooh, with the hint of something menthol at the end.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, sample 3. I see you, sis.
Woo! These are awesome.
These are all so different and great. It's interesting.
Now syrup over blueberry pancakes.
Yep. Actually, yep. I get that blueberry too.
Specific.
Because it's that like frozen blueberry that they melted. It's given like IHOP blueberry pancakes where you can tell they had the frozen blueberries. So it's there, but it's not like fresh. But it's good.
Oh my God.
Wow. That is
fucking awesome.
These are wild. Shouts out to you.
Come on.
This is actually really dope. I like this a lot.
Come on, honey.
I love that.
Yeah, super cool. Super cool.
I will say what is cool, just speaking on Eboni, is that at least now she's free to tell her story, talk about what happened.
And she's coming out with her own brand.
She's coming out with her own, I think it's Major whiskey or something like that. Coming out with her own brand. And she gets to do all the stuff that she, from her words at least, that she wasn't able to do before.
Right.
And so I'm excited to see what that looks like, especially now that now that she's on my radar. I'm like really excited about that. And she says that she wants to be able to, pay it forward and teach and do all those type of things. So I'm also keeping an eye on that to see if the walk matches the talk, because I've just in my observations of the industry. I'm a little hesitant. Yeah. I always am kind of like a little cynic about it now. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm watching. I'm definitely watching, and I'm watching with bated breath to kind of see her journey now after going through what she's gone through, just like not turning into what you experience. And actually being committed to like being a better version of what you want to see in the industry. So we'll see.
Constant self-reflection for those types of things, y'all. Yeah. Constant self-reflection.
Because Frank asked her just like who her like support system industry-wise has been as she's been like kind of going through it or whatever. And she listed a lot of people that we knew, like Tiffany, Drink Coach, Ashton Berry. She said Lindsay showing her a lot of support. Lindsay was in our competition.
So
Lindsay got a cute little shout out on that IG live.
That's
Actually,
nice.
Frank was like, "Yeah, I just started following her, Cleveland Bourbon Girl, whatever." So, shouts out to you, Lindsay, because people was paying attention, honey. I know you be getting discouraged sometimes, but people pay attention, sweets.
Love, you
so,
know they do. Yes, when you feel they don't, they do. Baby.
They do. So. Consistency is key, but I think
you are a
she knows that.
lady.
Yeah, she's consistent, so I think she knows that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so she in terms of who she has connected with within the industry, it seems to be people who are at least a little bit aligned with us and
cool.
What we aim to do and stuff. Yeah. So
that shit matters.
It does.
Tell people by their circle, honey.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So
you can tell a person by their circle, baby, honey.
Baby, honey. Baby, honey.
I can stay clear if I need to.
Yes, that was another one you felt from your soul.
Oh, get out of here. Enough to get you. Like, I will dodge. It's the dodge for me. Get out of here.
Oh God!
Look, I will go a long way around the room to get out to then walk past your ass, or I can also just walk past your ass. But
I'm really great with walking past. I'm great with it. I'm great with it, and I feel so satisfied doing it.
But
I feel so satisfied.
If we aren't, I don't. If that makes any sense. If we aren't, I aren't. Period.
It was true.
Like I don't need it. It doesn't matter. It don't matter for me.
That's
hilarious.
Well, shouts out to you, Ebony. We are all rooting for the evolution of your journey and you being able to do exactly what you want to do. And thank you for not being quiet about it. Yes. More importantly, thank you for not being quiet about it.
Because fuck being quiet. That's
the light has to be shined on these operations, period. In order to make educated decisions on who we support and who we work with and who we, Right,
because like I'm a girl I'm not constantly looking into like the ethics of all of my things that I consume, which I know there are people that are
super like heavy into that. Yeah.
And
I appreciate those people.
Maybe I watched a movie that there was an app about this, but it was a fake app and I was like, damn. Cause I was like, I would totally use an app to be like, oh, what's this product like? But yeah,
it's a lot. I got enough apps. Like, I really don't want any more apps.
Do you? I mean, for some reason I have a lot on my phone, but I don't use them. I don't feel like I don't use them.
But then I want to get notifications from all you hoes, and then I have to go through
so
and like remove shit.
Yeah, I know. I agree. It's confusing.
I'm trying to like create ways to use my phone less.
How did I even get the app?
Oh my God, this fourth one.
Fourth one, or we want to go into where we're not eating?
Let's do the fourth one first.
Because this is hilarious.
Because we're going to close out with finding out what these pours are.
Okay.
So, let's do, oh God. And it's another one. It just smells so different, but it's back to that smoky richness, but just different from the first. So this barrel, you guys,
this is giving
is sample numero 4. This is the second single barrel we're tasting. 1.8 years old and 64.9% ABV. So that is giving 129.8 proof.
D with the math. With the
129.8. I mean, yes, 129.8 because the other one was 129.6. So yes. Chow. Yes, the math. Oh, God. I have to force myself because that's the only way you're going to keep yourself sharp is if you force yourself to do it. I try not to go to my calculator unless I absolutely have to.
Same.
Especially with calculating money.
You can break this shit down.
Exactly. It's going to take you a little second, but you can do it.
Out 124 out is 8. 0.8 is 1.6. Add all that shit together is 129.
Exactly. You see, yes, that's like a longer math way to do it, but that makes so much sense.
That's how I do mine.
I wouldn't have even thought of adding separating the whole from the percentage number. Damn, that's a good one. See, everybody crunches a number different in their head.
You gotta crunch a number different.
By the time my future kids have math class, I'm not gonna know what the fuck they're talking about. And if they're going to have to show their work for how they got to the number, they're not going to be able to get help from me. They're going to have to get a tutor that understands the math of that day.
This is giving me Bellini.
Ooh, what kind of Bellini? Peach?
A peach Bellini, honey.
Wow, yes, with schnapps and all.
Yeah, it's giving a peach.
It's giving peach Bellini. It's like nectar, but also like peach liqueur almost.
Yes,
just because it's that sweetness.
It is.
Wow. Yes.
Insane.
These are all different. Can we name your barrels for you, Marianne Eaves? Like Trey did for Blue Run?
Like, huh? Oh, sure. Oh, you go. Oh, no, you go on Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah. I'm excited for that Tuesday.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear.
Yes, I can't wait to download. I hope it's going to be fun. I'm just like picturing myself as a fly in the milk per usual.
What?
Like a fly in the milk. You're the only fucking black person in this wave of white. In this wave of white.
Oh my God.
It may wind up being that. Who knows? I don't know. Because it's at one of the owner's houses. So let's see what his circle looks like.
Where does he live?
Apparently in D.C.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Why? Where's Blue Run?
So Blue Run's based in Kentucky.
I thought so.
They're distilled at Bardstown.
Oh, okay.
But one of the owners, because they've got multiple investors. So one of the owners lives here.
Oh, nice.
And this is actually being hosted by, I guess I can say that now, because by the time this is released, the tasting would have already happened, but it's being hosted by Clay, who wrote the article about Ebony, the New York Times article.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So connected.
Exactly. So this is interesting. And so I'm excited to be at this one.
Yeah, you get to talk.
Well,
Clay is, he's black.
Is he black?
Is that the Clay that I know that takes the phone?
Let me see. I was going to say, I think the photo they showed under his byline, it's a white guy.
Oh.
Yep, Clay Risen, that's his name.
Oh, sorry, that guy. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he is apparently hosting this tasting, and we're providing the booze from Soapbox. So I don't get how that works, because Prestige's supposed to be here. Yes. He'll be here Tuesday.
Yeah, like what?
Prestige is supposed to be providing it, but then
paying y'all.
Girl, no. We'll talk about that.
Okay, sorry, y'all. Sorry.
We'll get that. Yeah. I'm not going to bore y'all with those details, but so, yes. Sample number 4.
Yes.
It's smelling fucking delicious. Let's just start there. It's giving Bellini.
Yeah.
It's still giving, like, you can still, like, taste that char lightly.
Yes.
Just because it's still newly interacting. Now my Westward knowledge. Okay. It's still newly interacting with that wood in that first 1.8 years.
You're right.
So we're, like, still, like, that char is just introducing itself to the spirit, for real.
I want to know what the white dog tastes like.
I know. Oh, God, yes. Damn. We need to be out here getting paid to travel and taste y'all shit. Manifestation.
That's what this is coming through. This is going to be coming through.
Yes.
Motherfuckers going to look to us to do this shit.
Absolutely. And y'all can't say we don't exercise our palates, so it's documented how well exercised these tongues are. Pause.
Because they are. Period. In all aspects. Thank you.
All pun intended, shawty. All pun intended.
Yes, I'm still looking for folks. I don't care. You want to be a part of the roster.
Yes, roster. I love how you and Shawty both have a roster. I love living through y'all. It's great. It's so great. This is smoky.
It is.
In the front. Well, I want to say front. I'll say in the front in terms of it's the first thing I catch.
I'm giving
but
all
it's
my
sitting in the
feedback
back of my tongue.
My fucking button keeps getting caught on the damn mic.
Just them tatties.
The tatties.
There's fruity here too. It's like fruit rind. It's because there's some earthiness to that fruit. I did 5 drops in yours. Let's try 5.
For me, I'm getting like lemon peel and lemon juice.
I'm definitely getting, so you know what I'm getting from the peel? Like almost if I had like was chewing on the peel, that sensation it gives your tongue. Right. I'm getting that.
Right.
And then you said lemon, yeah.
Because it makes me feel like I just did I just did that.
Exactly. Yeah. Is that a texture thing?
Sorry, you're going to have to watch the YouTube to understand what I just said.
Yeah. That's why it helps me to watch on YouTube sometimes, y'all.
Yeah.
Some things just can't fully be explained in words.
No, a lot of things happen facially. Wow, there's
wow.
It's like
some fruity juiciness, but I can't identify what that fruit is.
Yeah, I wanna give like not Hawaiian punch, but like
it's almost like
kiwi
guava?
and like guavas. a good one too.
It's almost like a fruit punch.
Yeah.
But like with a few fruits. It's not like
No.
It's not automatically that red fruit punch you think of like Hawaiian punch. It's like it's a medley of a couple of different sweet yet earthy fruits. Like if I kept that outside of the kiwi, and like if I kept that skin of the guava, like all of that is in it.
Almost giving like Tropicana strawberry banana.
So specific. I love it. I love it.
Girl, how did you find these, honey? I'm sorry.
That's the thing about it. How'd you find
it?
Because
this has been
this has been a journey of flavor.
A very huge journey. I'm so glad. Girl, we should just do another box next week.
We are. Actually, I was going to suggest that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we should.
Because
this is everything.
Very cool.
I love it.
Very
he might
cool.
pull out some different stuff. Like Frank pulled out completely similar but different things.
And that's what's
the way
so
he
great.
Specified. I loved that.
That was really fun.
That's fucking.
That
was a fun episode. I want a part 2 with Frank now, where I don't have to rush.
Frank on monthly. Monthly's just.
I like that.
He's just gonna do
has a monthly sip with Frank.
What'd you do, Frank? Ready? And then we'll just go have a Sunday fun day until he leaves me for some girl. Whatever. Yeah, that happens all the time.
Frank, we out here in these
streets.
We got
friend dates, Frank. Friend dates. Actually, no. Next time we're going to your house. So
yes, because I want to taste this white dog.
Or maybe we'll just record at his house.
I invited him to my Cinco de Drinko. Yes, we should record at his house.
Awesome.
So we'll see if he comes.
Did he say anything?
He did. He said I think there's a friend of his who like actively does stuff for Cinco de Mayo or whatever. Who may or may not be doing something. So if
or was that 4th of July? Okay. Then it's 4th of July. Something down in the southeast.
Okay. So yeah, tentative.
I finished all of these. That's crazy.
These are fucking delish.
Maybe I had smaller poison, Dee. I don't know.
You didn't.
Oh shit. Okay, food. Ooh, I gotta go. But yes,
I'm gonna close it on. Pull up. You pulled it up. Okay, great. So I'm gonna keep it real succinct. I don't know what's happening at Farmers and Distillers. I don't know what's going on because I have actually not been and ever not enjoyed my food. I've had a couple times where I wasn't necessarily like gung ho about the cocktails.
Right.
Which, okay, fine. I'm a person who I'll just move on to wine. But me and my mother had to have a double brunch yesterday, which might have been fun. But it was like, what the fuck? We planned on having brunch at one place. We didn't want to wait that long at the Diplomat. So we wanted to go to Farmers and Distillers because we were like, we always get something good at Farmers and Distillers. We'll go there. We got there close to 2, so we waited around till 2 to do a la carte because I'm still not fucking with buffets. So from the very beginning, dishware, filthy. Like glassware, filthy. I don't understand what's going on. Filthy though. Don't even care what's going on. It should not. It's like everyone who had a job in that lineup between when the dirty dish goes to the dishwasher and when it winds up back on the table. Everyone fucked up their job. Because our waitress didn't bother to examine anything before giving it to us. Like, nothing. I got a cold latte. Made no sense. I wanted a nice latte with a side of rye. Splashed it with some rye. Had me a quick little pick-me-up or whatever. Couldn't enjoy that because it came out cold. Had to send it back. Then I had to wait for it to come back. Still didn't come out hot. Came out warmer. It was tolerable. But, like, what the fuck? Then my first pour of rye came out in a Glencairn glass that had fucking citrus remnants in it. Why would a neat pour of rye have citrus remnants in it? I'll wait. So she wasn't looking at anything. She sat down in front of us, which irks my very particular soul. So fucking crazy spots on the silverware. Like, I had to wait forever for stuff to even come back. It was like, girl, I know you're not that busy, sis. Like, if you already need to talk to management about the understaffing, because
everybody's understaffed.
What the fuck is this? And
places that huge or places that big are understaffed.
Yeah,
you come to Allegory like we are technically still looking for another person.
Really, but I got a solid.
Yeah, we're fine. No, we're fine.
So it was just thing after thing. But then when it came down to actual food, like our appetizers were cool. Frankly, tomatoes weren't as seasoned as they usually are. They weren't as flavorful, but they were still cooked well, so they were enjoyable, whatever. But entrees wise, what my mom and her boo got, not happy with it at all. She got lamb chops overcooked. He got ribeye completely overcooked and salty as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. So that's for off air. Yeah. But yes, salty, overcooked. Sides were cold. half of my fucking bucatini was cold, half of it was like warm. The sauce had zero taste. The shrimp had zero taste. Mussels had zero taste. I sent the whole thing back. I was like, this is just not even, we're not even about to go do this with y'all. Yeah. We had to just send all of our entrees back basically and just chalked it up to drinks and apps and moved on to Trellix and sat at the bar and ate there.
Good job. Because, look, period.
I was like, you're not about to ruin my good Sunday, but what the fuck is going on?
That was
yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
This is yesterday.
Okay.
So I was just like taking it back because I've not had a bad food experience at Farmers and Distillers until yesterday. So
the only farm restaurants that if we're trying to be consistent, I'm going to Farmers, Fisher's Bakers.
Yes, that's the only other one I consistently go to.
Pennsylvania
Ave.
The original, because just
and I haven't been there in a while, but
which one is that one called? Farm?
That was Farmers. Founding Farmers.
Founding Farmers. Jesus Christ.
Founding Farmers.
Used to work for Dan Company. Can't even remember.
But they got so many damn farmer variations. Yeah. Shit. But yeah,
Farmers and Distillers though. I do like to order their donuts when I'm here at home. If I'm craving something, they have croissant donuts that I feel like no matter what, always hit. They always hit. Sometimes, like they have a creme brulee that sometimes might have a little too much salt on it, but other than that, it like the layers of the croissant. But
outside of the food, I'll still come fuck with y'all. But right now, I'm giving y'all a minute to get it together. Yeah, lucky I didn't do a damn open table review.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't know if we ever told y'all about not eating at Chaplin's.
We didn't. We didn't talk about Chaplin's. We never
talk about that.
Never talk about Chaplin's.
I'm just going to send the photo of my ramen.
Yes.
And we're going to leave it at that.
And that'll be the why. And that's all you need to.
But when she said cold latte, bitch, we had cold lava cake. It's called lava.
Cold lava cake.
Twice. With weird oil on top.
Because we could tell they just popped it in the like microwave or something.
No, they didn't.
They did something. They attempted to do something.
There's no way it was microwave.
For that oil to be coming out like that, they tried to warm it up some type of way. Lamp. That shit is disgusting. I'm sick of heat lamps. I can't.
It was bad.
Don't wait for my whole party to have their food ready.
Because at least a microwave would
bring me my shit.
No part of the cake was warm.
No. Not at all. You're supposed to be able to just do a slight little dig with your fork into that
lava cake. Shout out to the $5 wine, though.
Yes. Now, the thing is, once that broth came out right for her goddamn bowl, it was fine. I enjoyed my bowl, but then they tried to charge us for the broth. Yeah, it was ridiculous. And we ordered the same ramen bowl, and she really tried to like rationalize that shit. And I was like, it don't make no sense that I had at least just enough broth to be satisfied. She had none, and she tried to attribute it to the noodles soaking up the broth. Well, why didn't mine soak it up the same, sweets?
Confused.
You have to have broth to soak it up.
To have it.
Like, you got to have it first. So,
yes.
Needless to say, we probably won't be back at either of those for a minute.
For a while.
We're going to let them get it together. Okay.
Because
I haven't eaten there since your Luxardo competition.
Right. So let's try that.
That was the first and last time I ate there.
Okay, so this is what the information I do have on what we just tasted. And it's just the blends. So they, of course, bottled these blends up.
The black labels are so gorgeous.
Hope you're up for trying something new because she didn't really say which ones are which, but it is Stumpy's Spirits and Distillery 291.
Oh, 291. Okay, shout out to Emily Rhodes. Just met you at
I'm sorry, I don't know which one is which. I'm probably going to have to watch the videos.
Yes, we'll do a follow-up after she watches the videos.
It just doesn't say.
We should put the follow-up on Instagram.
Yeah.
On our Instagram.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Are those the single barrels?
That's these are the
or is it just the wrapping for the blend? Okay.
That's just the wrappings for the blend. That's pretty. Yeah.
But okay, cute. So Stumpy's and 291.
Yep.
Okay, I wonder which one was 291. Because if it was that first one, then I know I like y'all.
But we know that the CO and the CO are the same bottle, and then SOs and the SOs are the same.
Oh, got it. So the same distillery, just a single barrel and a blend from each one.
Yeah.
Oh, love that. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll try to do more work on figuring out.
S is Stumpy's.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why they're named there. Because I'm also like, her website is a little bit confusing to navigate, so I apologize. I don't know how to.
Maybe one of these days we'll actually be able to talk to her and get some like.
That'd be cool.
Get some good questions and stuff. I like that. Maybe get to learn her like thought process a little bit as she's like doing these. So they're delish. Thank you guys for joining us.
Comment,
Yes.
Subscribe.
Please like us.
Share.
Share.
Engage.
Ask questions. Leave comments.
Like, literally, we need you.
I should put that on like big engage. I got to figure out how to make these type of effects on videos. Like, it's been another episode of Soul Palate, y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we'll be back to drink some more shit. Bye. Oh my God, 28. Hey.